Over time now, I've been wanting to talk about pitch correction. It's been a while since I last talked about pitch correction, which was auto-tune. I last talked about auto-tune on the channel. I was kind of thinking I should do Melodyne, not until I came across this new plugin, which we're going to be looking at in this video. It's called Vovious. It's a pitch correction plugin, same as Melodyne and some other pitch correction plugin out there. Yeah, so that's the plugin I want to take you through today. If you're new here, I'm Dewey again. You can be part of this channel by using the sub button and also like the video and share the video with people you think might be in need of video like this. I'll first get my headphone. And the performance for today is my junior bro. We're gonna be using one of his latest song. It's called Hit Me Up. Yeah, we're currently promoting that. I've been posting on the picture. You can also support him and support me there,
They just in the club, they got me pulling on my dick. I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider with a break. Say she love my cause she bout to eat me like I'm me. Nigga wanna rap, but they don't wanna stay active. Yeah, hit me up, nigga tryna hit me up. Bitches on my car, they got me tryna spend some million. I'm a nigga, not a killer, I just want some trillion. Bitches on my crib, but she sidewalk, yeah, she so real. For me like you, huh? Nigga, full rap. For me.
Yeah, so that's the song Hit Me Up by my bro DGK. And that's the song we're gonna be using for today's demonstration with the Vovious plugin. Yeah, so just so we won't get stuff sticking around the place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to off some of the effect on the voice, and then we're going to have more room for just what we're going to be messing around with today. The voice you just hear was pitch correct by auto-tune, but sometimes you just want to correct some note to your liking, because that's one of the main reasons of pitch correction. Correcting the note to your liking, what you feel right, because you are the producer, do you know what is right. Sometimes the artists want to hit that note and they didn't reach because they cannot go that far. You can just use the pitch corrector to then push them where they wanted to go. Yeah, and we're gonna locate the plugin called Vovious, and this is the plugin. This is the UR. And from this end, if you look at this plugin UR from this end, you'll be thinking it's so complicated that you yourself you won't be able to use it. But trust me on this, right after watching this video, if you have this plugin already, you'll feel motivated to use it. Or if you are looking for a pitch correction plugin, then after watching this video, you will have yourself one pitch correction plugin. So if you look at the UI of this plugin, it's quite similar to Melodyne. I'm making more reference of Melodyne because it's what I've been using, though up to this time I haven't got my head around that plugin yet. Let me show you some of the stuff that I really love about this plugin over Melodyne. One stuff is, since I've been working with Melodyne, I haven't been able to really get accurate pitch. Yeah, that's the main reason I started involving auto-tune with Melodyne. Some people go about using Melodyne at auto-tune, but because whenever I'm using Melodyne, I don't get the accurate pitch, so I thought it was okay, let me just use my native auto-tune, and then if there's a particular pitch that went off, I can just use the Melodyne to put it out. Yeah, which was fine, but now add getting some of those weird artifacts. Yeah, because you are using two pitch correction plugin at the same time. So speaking of that artifact, that is when we come to how you should go about using Melodyne on your session. So more often we have Vovious here and we have auto-tune here. More often you guys go about placing the Melodyne beneath the auto-tune, which I used to do before. But it's not the way I'm going to recommend you do right now, because this plugin you are looking at here now is a caption plugin. It's going to capture whatever focal, and it's going to be baked within the plugin. You understand that? And considering the way FL Studio signal chain work, you often start from the top to the bottom. So if auto-tune is the first on the chain and then the Melodyne or this Vovious plugin is beneath the auto-tune, whatever effect on the auto tune here will be baked into whatever vocal you're gonna capture within this plugin. You understand that? So once the auto tune is done at the top here, and then you take the voice big, and then the auto tune stay remains on, is gonna be double effect, is going to cause some very bad artifacts on your voice which you don't want. So the best way I recommend you go about doing this is to have the melody or the voice at the top of your auto tune. So in that sense, your voice should be captured and then sent to the auto tune, and the auto tune will then be working just once. So then this plugin at the top here will feel more like the artist. And other stuff you need to take in mind if you are using both the auto tune and the melody or the voice which we're about to talk about here is, if you set your key with the auto tune, for instance, the song we are currently working on here today is the song we are currently working on today is A minor. So once I have A minor in the auto tune, it's not forced I set the correct pitch here. That is, if you want to do so, it's fine. But in most cases, if you set the correct pitch here, you are not going to be going with the pitch line here. You are just going to be correcting stuff slightly now because the pitch is already here. So this will be your main tuner. This will be where your auto tune effect is coming from, the auto tune plugin. This one will just be, splitting up your vocal range so that you can push some a little bit. That's my recommendation for you. But if you think setting the skill in both door work for you, go ahead, but it's not going to work on snapping, bro. So you just forget setting the pitch here, and then go ahead to set the pitch here. Now you've gotten that tip, go ahead and use it if you think it's helpful, or don't use it if you don't want to use it. It's your choice to make on that. Let's now go straight to action, which most of you want to see. Now we have the voice performance up here. This is the lead vocal. So first, let's capture the voice.
They just in the club, they got me putting on my dick. I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider with a brick. Say she love my cause she bout to eat me like I'm meat. Nigga wanna rap, but they don't wanna stay active.
Okay, so at least this the performance. You just hear my guy raw voice with add the auto tune, and it's not bad, but we just need auto tune to make it more musical, right? All right, and this is it. And if you come here to the skill detection, so you see, if you look here, we have F sharp minor, right? And if you look at the auto tune initially, what the auto tune state here is A minor. Do you know why? Because if you are working on the vocal to the beat, that is, if you already have the beat made and then the artist is start singing with it, that is, you have to know the key of the beat to tune the artist to that key of the beat if you are using auto tune. So that is, you first have to scan the beat and see, okay, the beat is A, the beat is F, and then you pitch the artist to A or F, because often the way we artists sing, we just vibe. Sometimes we may be singing on beat that is with C minor, we'll be singing D sharp major. You understand? And they are not far from each other, but it feel right. But musical, in the musical space, you have to make the artist go with the C minor because that's the root of the beat. And in that sense, they just go work together best. You feel me? So that's what we're about to do here. So if you notice, I didn't do any detection with the beat. I just, go about capturing the vocal. So it's either I made the beat, I know, okay, this beat is uh this beat is A minor, because I made the beat, I know the progression of the beat, and then I just come here and set to A minor, right? But if you haven't done that, look here what happened. So we have F minor here, and then we have show detected skill. And then if you open up this skill, show detected skill menu, you're gonna see all of the skill and their percentage. So if you look here, the plugin detected that my junior bro sang on F sharp minor 81%, and F sharp major 97 and 79%. And the scale of the song is A minor, right? And then if you check the A minor here, he sang on the A minor 71.2%. Yeah. And another cool stuff is if you look here, if I'm changing, you're gonna see the notes that I get it wrong, right? So he did sang on the F minor 81%, right? But look here, if we come to the A minor, which is 71%, just look how many of the notes we have. So just look how many of the notes we have blue, and which we're going to go over that in a minute, why the note turn blue and why some of them are red. I'm going to show you that quick. Yeah, but just look how many of the note turn blue after we come to A minor, and also look how many of the note turn right after we come to the just look how many of the note turn right after we come to the you know F minor back, right? So that's one of the visual way you can know that okay, things are close to where it should be. This part of the window is for your timing, which we're gonna go over in a minute. You can do your grade setting and stuff like that. And this part is for the pitch, which we are on right now, and this is like setting of the UI stuff you want to be display on the UI and stuff like that. You can also go about that, yeah, and you can also increase the brightness of the UI, decrease the brightness. But that's not the main reason we're here today. The main reason I'm here is to show you how to get things perfectly right with this plugin. So usually if you have your key set and then you double click, you see everything snapped to the nearest center node, right? If that's what you want, fine. But one cool stuff is, let's undo this first. One cool stuff is you can change the double click option to whatever one you want. If you want the double click to be more of a skill, so if you want the double click to be after you double click it should snap to skill, then you can take double click snap to skill. That is, once you double click, if the note is here and then you double click, automatically they're going to be snapped to the nearest queue. If that's what you want, then you can go about that, right? So at least that's what I want you to know about the double click. Now we have our stuff, they are all nice here, and if you want to snap to skill, that's how you can go about that. You can double click, or there's another way you can go about that. If you close this tab, you have this small window here that is automatic pitch correct, so you can just slide this knob, and then most of them they're gonna be sniped to pitch. So this is the notes involved. So how many of the notes that should be snapped? Yeah, so I guess these are all the notes you have here calculated already. And if you want them to be snapped, you just push the amount to 100. If it's 200, then you have all of the notes snap directly to pitch, right? And if you bring back all of the notes, they are exactly the way they are. Now let me show you one stuff that is more interesting about this plugin. If you look here, you have this red note, and this option can be found within here. So this red note is basically telling you this is wrong, this is not part of the correct page. This is what the red detects. Yeah, all we have to do is just come here, and if you come here like so, it says show skill color. So once you off this is what you're gonna get. All of them just gonna be somehow, bro. Yeah, they're still gonna just gonna be colorful shit. But if you want this plugin to show you which of the nodes that are in skill, then you're gonna come here now to activate the skill color. That is all of the ones in blue here, they are in skill, and the one here is out of skill. So just imagine if I
They
push
just in a club, they got me.
so I have to deselect everything and then hold on this one alone, and then push off, and then it's not in skill. So if you play the performance, this is what we're gonna get.
They just in a club, they got me putting on my D. I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider.
Now you are hearing it just kind of a sounding natural, which most people use this type of plugin for because they want to sound natural and they don't want to sound auto tune. That's why most of them use this plugin. But what if you want to sound auto tune? How can you make yourself sound auto tune with just this plugin? Let me show you that in a minute. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna Control A to select everything. And then once you have everything selected, this is what you're now going to do to at least make the auto tune feeling come on this plugin. So you see this one here. This is more of the vibrato. This is how natural you're going to sound or how computerized you're going to sound. So it's your choice to press which of them you want to press. So I'm going to then,
They just in the club,
you
they
know,
got me putting
decrease
on
the
my D.
vibrato.
I'm a
So if
rider,
I'm
bitch, and
decreasing the
I'm a
vibrato,
rider with
you
a break.
realize that the line in the middle here becomes straight. Yeah, that is everything is straight. So let's see, now you're gonna start hearing that auto tune effects.
They just in the club, they got me putting on my D. I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider with a break. Say she love my cause she bout to eat me like I'm me. Nigga wanna ride, but they don't wanna stay active. I'm a rider, bitch, and
So you see this, I'm alright a bit. So the note is not really hitting where it should be hitting, right? So now we have the auto tune texture on top of the performance because we have already messed around with the vibrato. We have straightened the vibrato to the sense that we got rid of all of the natural feel and we bring that computer texture into it, the modern type of vibe, auto tune vibe, right? So that's how you can go about using this plugin alone with add auto tune and then get the auto tune effect. So just reduce the vibrato to as low as you want, and yeah, just like that you have the auto tune effects running straight out of the box for you. Okay, now so I am now coming to open up here. So
I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider with a break. Say she love I'm a rider, bitch.
so you see this, I'm a
I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm
so I love it there.
putting on my D. I'm a rider, bitch, and I'm a rider.
Yeah, so that's how it is. You just gonna follow up with the process and then pitch correct your voice manually to however you want it to feel like. And this thing in most cases you should know what you're doing. And whenever it comes to pitch correction with voice, you should be